Hello everyone. So today we're going to be making some marinated string beans and onions. So first what we're going to do after we've cleaned and picked our onions, we're going to clean and pick our string beans, excuse me. We're going to boil them in some salt water no longer than 5 minutes, usually about 4 minutes, but no longer than 5, okay? Then after we've taken that out, then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so now that our string beans have boiled for 5 minutes, we're going to take them off of the oven because we don't want to actually cook them down. We want them to stay green, okay? And so we're going to hit them with some cold water to get them to stop cooking. You're just going to real good under some cold water. You see how green they still are? This is what we want our string beans to look like. We don't want them to be withered, and looking brown or anything. Let that run up under the cold water for a while. Now while your string beans are running up under the water, running up under the cold water, these are the ingredients that you're going to need. So you're going to need a cup of the grapeseed oil, 2 tablespoons of the onion powder, half a tablespoon of the ground ginger, about 2 tablespoons of the sesame oil, and 1/4 teaspoon of the red pepper. All except for the sesame oil, you're going to mix it together. Oh, and the shallot. So cut the shallot up, dice it up like really, really small. And everything you're going to put inside of a glass container with a lid except for the sesame oil. And you're going to shake that up, sit it inside the refrigerator. You're also going to cut up your onion. So this is just a white onion that's going to be cut up. Alright? Alright, so now that your string beans have cooled down, you place them inside of your pot, your container that you're going to put inside the stove. I have a lid that's going to go on it. So you need a lid, or you're going to need to have either some saran wrap. Okay? Now with the sesame oil, you're going to pour like a tablespoon, 1 to 2 tablespoons over your string beans and your onions. And the little mixture that you made up, you're gonna dip some of that out and put it in. Well, shake it up, and you're gonna put that inside of your string beans also. Okay, and that should have sat inside of the oven, inside of the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes, okay? Because you want all those seasonings to get inside of that grapeseed oil, okay? So you're just going to dip it out and put that in there. And you want to mix that all around. Just mix up all those seasonings in your string beans. And if you have to, just put your little spoon down and get your fingers in there. Just mix it around with your hands. My hands are clean. So I'm going to mix this all around. You want that oil and all those other seasonings and these onion to get mixed up in there really, really good. And you're going to let this sit, and it's going to marinate for at least a few hours. Oop. Now we just pop that back in. You're going to let it marinate for at least a few hours. Okay? In the refrigerator. And then you take it out, and then I'll show you what's next, okay? Alrighty, so Our string beans have marinated, and now we're gonna transpose them over into our frying pan, and we're just gonna cook them for a short while, no more than 5 minutes should they be cooking. Okay. Alrighty, so we're gonna let our string beans stay on the oven some more, no more than 5 minutes, because they're actually, the string beans are pretty much done. They're just cold. You take one out and just taste it. You can make a salad out of this if you wanted to at this point. But what I'm gonna do, excuse me for talking and chewing my food at the same time, but what I'm gonna do is just let the onions cook down. That's really what I'm about to do here. So my oven is, my stove, my range is gonna be on medium, and we'll just let it cook. And you see how beautifully green this is? Watch how beautifully green it'll be after the onions have cooked down, okay? Alrighty, so we're about to check our string beans. And they're actually done. So let's put this up out of the way. Look at that. It's all done. See that? All done. And the string beans are still a beautiful green, nice and hot. Onions all cooked through and everything. They won't make you cry when you bite into them, or won't make you gag. And it's all done. So we turn off our oven. Hope you enjoy.